All right, so like I said in the description, I forgot to level up to level 3 before the whole thing at uh, the hunter settlement. They got overran by direwolves and gnolls, so I figured I'd do that here. I got to level up both Tobias and Mr. Morning's Breath, and then we'll figure out. I'm gonna roll stats on like hit points and stuff. So I figured it'd make more sense to do that like this rather than just do it behind the scenes. But first thing I wanted to do was to mess around and see if we can find something interesting for stable infusion of like what it looks like for them to level up. See if there's some sort of like how World of Warcraft has like this the yellow sort of Super Saiyan looking thing that pops around you when you level up. I want to see if we can find something a prompt that's fun for what it looks like when Tobias and Morning's Breath level up. So I'm thinking it's Wizard and Tabaxi. This actually does know like what a Tabaxi is. I was messing around with it with one of my earlier things. Really, Wizard and Tabaxi go Super Saiyan. Let's do it in watercolor. Impressionistic. And then I think we want this CFG scale to be higher because that makes it more it aligns more with what the prompt is. I don't think we need too many sampling steps. 512 is good. It shouldn't take too long, right? Okay, so like 15 seconds. Not even that. Okay. All right, look at that. You can definitely tell that's like a Tabaxi person. I don't know about. Let's try one more. It's going too much into the Saiyan thing. That's definitely a cat going Super Saiyan. So Wizard in hat and Tabaxi power up. Let's just try that. Let's just do one and see what that's like. Okay, this is making that's like thinking that the Tabaxi is the wizard. Okay. Go Super Saiyan, but we're gonna be like they are not Dragon Ball characters. I don't know if that I don't know how much that's gonna help for the negative prompt. Let's try try that again. Oh, maybe we'll get rid of that. What the? Okay, maybe get rid of the hat. Wizard and Tabaxi go Super Saiyan. Catman. Wizard and Catman. How about that? See if that changes anything. So I think I'm gonna go. We're gonna make this batch 10, and I'm gonna go do something. Maybe we change the sampling steps also to 40-ish. So this is gonna take a little while. So I'll go back over to Owlbear. I don't know. This is gonna be 4 or 5 minutes. Oh wow. Okay. So Wizards leveling up to 3. We'll come back to that in a second. So Tobias Vandermill is now level 3. What do wizards get at level 3 other than like new spells and stuff? Alright, so they don't get any features. They get second level spells. Okay. Let's see. Every time you gain a wizard level, you add 2 wizard spells of your choice to your spellbook for free. So we're going to see what spells we want there. Let's see. Let's start with, and that's level 2 spells that we can get since we have level 2 slots. So I actually don't know a whole lot about level 2 spells, so we're going to Alright, wizard spells. So there's like Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Blindness, Deafness, Cloud of Daggers I think I've seen before being pretty good. I think I've actually played with Enlarge Reduce before, that's kind of fun. Flaming Sphere I think is also really good. Invisibility, though. Maybe one combat one and one not combat one. Mirror Image. Misty Step. Misty Step is like a teleport, right? Because I think with Tobias, he knows that he's an adventurer and he's got like a small party, so he has to be really defensive with his spell choices. Teleport up to 30 feet. Yeah, so that's just a way to get away. I like that. We're going to go with Misty Step. Is that an abjuration? It doesn't seem like it would be an abjuration. It's a conjuration. I like invisibility and knock seem like they'd be fun, but I want to check the other things like Scorching Ray. Let's check these other books. Oh wait, I thought that Tasha's Cauldron of Everything had spells in it, but I guess I'm wrong. So we're just gonna go to Xanathar's. Let's see how the Stable Diffusion's going. Yeah, they all look like they're actually Saiyans. I mean, some of these look cool. I wish I knew of a way to describe going Super Saiyan without using the word Saiyan. Like Wizard's Tabaxi with bright yellow aura. How about that? Aura. As if electrocuted. Let's try that. So Xanathar's level 2 wizard spells. What do we got? Arganazar's Scorcher. I'm basically going to be going on this from, what do you call it? Just from the names. I'm not super worried about it, like them being like the most effective spells. I can always, honestly, the goal, one of Tobias's goals is to get every spell that he can in his spellbook. And so I'm just gonna, the ones that sound cool, like Pyrotechnics seems cool. So I've heard Snillock's Snowball Swarm is actually pretty cool as well. So let's look at Pyrotechnics. That sounds like it does a certain thing that sounds pretty cool. Area of non-magical flame that you can see. Either fireworks or smoke. So you take non-magical flame and do stuff with it. 10 feet of the target or become blinded. Oh, that's cool. So like 10 feet within the target. Is a 10-foot blind? Eh. And then Snillix. Flurry of Magic Snowball erupts within 90 feet. Each creature within in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw, or 3d6 on a failed save, half as much. I think Snillix Snowball Swarm is kind of cool. Like, we're just going to do that. Wait. Okay. So there's his spells. Wizards, then, when you level up, you get more hit points. So we're going to go 1d6. He actually rolled really well for his second level, I think. So he's got 15 max hit points. We're talking about Tobias. He's got +2 Constitution, which is pretty good. So he started with 8 hit points, and then now he's got 15. So yeah, he rolled a 5 then for level 2 to get up to 15. So we got a 7. The question here is, how much is he going to get for level 3? I think hopefully it's pretty good. This is why I wanted to live stream, so it's like official, right? Let's do it. Let's go. All right. Dang, he's got hit points for days. 22 hit points at level 3. +8 from his shield. Or from the Conjuration... what is it? School of Abjuration shield. All right. And then Morning's Breath. Let's just roll his hit points really quickly. I think bards are d8s, I believe. Let's double check that. Yes. So I don't think Tobias gets anything else on 3rd level, which is interesting. All right. But Morning's Breath. All right, he's got a D8 for his health. Let's see what he gets. He's got 11 health at level 2, so he could do a lot better than that. I mean, he does have a +1 Constitution, so it's not too bad. 11 health, D8. We're hoping for an 8. That'd be cool. Bring him up to 20. Bring him up to parity with Tobias, basically. Or do we want to go average? All right. Do we want to go average hit points? That would be what, 8, 5, be 5. Bring him up from 11 to 16. I really have a bad feeling about Morning's Breath's health if I don't do it. I think I'm gonna roll not great on this, so we'll see. 5, okay, so that's average. All right, I'm fine with that. So it goes from 11 to 16 +1, 17, right? Because he's got +1 Constitution. So that's 6 + 11 is 17. All right, that's great. So what does Morning's Breath get with level 3? They both stay on +2 proficiency bonus. He gets Bard College and Expertise. Oh man, so I get a... I have not looked at the Bard Colleges in a while, so we're going to have to go on, do this. There's College of Lore and College of Valor. Valor is daring scalds who... Okay, so that Valor are like fighters. College of Lore. Oh, they're like performers, okay. And then what do we got for Xanathars for bards? I feel like I want to do Xanathars because that's... Xanathars generally, I think, is cooler than the basic. Let's check the Stable Diffusion. Okay. I like this. This one... Hold on. I don't get the bard vibes from it, but like he's Looking pretty dope. Like he's, yeah, got an aura. That's fucking dope looking. Oh, look at that. That's neat. I want to save that one. Oh, buddy. Let's not do that there. That's fun. So we're going to change that image here. There we go. All right. So Bard with the schools, and we're learning this about Morning's Breath. So yeah, I need to bust out. We need to bust out the oh my gosh, what's it called? Mythic generator stuff, the Fate Shark. So we get to ask, like, is he gonna, in order to determine, because we don't know, this Morning's Breath isn't a character that I'm creating. It's getting generated by the DM, because it's basically, it is an NPC. We're just playing it recently. So we're talking College of Glamour, College of Swords, and College of Whispers. I feel like College of Whispers seems like it would be a good one. And then College of Glamour. Vibrant Realm of the Feywild? I don't think that makes sense. I think we're between College of Swords and College of Whispers. I think... Oh, wow, okay. I don't really know what these guys do, because I haven't played Bard. So I think it's between College of Swords and College of Whispers. I think I'm gonna go. It's Chaos what? Chaos 4. I had this set up from previous, and so we're still on Chaos 4, and I think it's likely. I think it's likely that he's gonna be in the College of Whispers. So let's do that. Is Morning's Breath joining the College of Whispers? No. So he's the College of Swords. All right. He already does use a rapier. So at 3rd level, adopt a fighting style as his specialty. And then he also gains proficiency with medium armor and scimitar. Okay. If you're proficient with a simple or martial melee weapon, you can use it as a spellcasting focus for his bard spells. Okay. Rapiers aren't simple weapons, right? Did the music stop? What is going on? Rapiers, yeah. Okay. So he gains proficiency with medium armor and scimitar. I don't know why I would. I don't have a scimitar, or he doesn't have a scimitar, even if he wanted to use one. D6 slashing or rapier's D8 piercing. They're both. I guess scimitars are light. So dueling or 2-weapon fighting. Since he'll be able to use his weapon as his casting focus, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't do 2-weapon fighting. I feel like 2-weapon fighting is just better in general. I don't, because you're getting a whole other attack, right? I don't actually know what the math on that runs. So I think it's likely that he'll go 2-weapon fighting, but or no, I think I personally would prefer 2-weapon fighting, but I think it's 50-50. So is it 2-weapon fighting? And this is going to be a Chaos 4, so 35. So it's actually more likely that it's not 2-weapon fighting, but oh well. We'll see. 5. Not only is that yes, but it's a hell yes. It's 2-weapon fighting. It means he's going to start trying to use 2 weapons as soon as possible. Which means, I mean, he has a dagger. Right? He definitely has a dagger. Although I don't have... This is part of the nice thing about using these sort of generator things is you don't have to track everything. I can say that yes, like if I was creating him as a character, he would definitely have a dagger. But because I don't know that he does, I can use this fate chart to be like, well, does he actually have a dagger? I'm going to say it's Chaos 4. I think it's nearly a sure thing. I'll say very likely, because it's 75% chance. Does he have a dagger? Yes, 54. So he has a dagger. He's a +7 still. 1d4 plus 5. Right? And he can throw it. I mean, yeah, obviously he would have a dagger. So now we can do 2-weapon fighting. I'm going to have to look up the rules on that because I don't know exactly what... how that works in combat. I haven't used 2-weapon fighting before on a character. Then Blade Flourish. Impressive displays of martial prowess and speed. He also doesn't really need a dagger because he's got his claws. So, whatever. Whenever you take the attack action, your walking speed increases by 10 feet into the end of the turn. And if a weapon attack that you make as part of this action hits a creature that you make as part of this action, you can use one of the following Blade Flourish options of your choice. Only one Blade Flourish per turn. So when you take the attack action, you get 10 increased speed. So he could become 40 and then use his feline agility to get 80. Jeez. Okay, well, but then... Okay, it just gives him more speed. Okay, Defensive Flourish. Expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to cause the weapon to deal extra damage. And that's the Bardic Inspiration die. Alright, that's cool. I think it's still D6? D4? I don't ever use Bardic Inspiration. I probably should. Yeah, D6. Okay, so you can do D6 more damage with a defensive flourish. How is that? That doesn't make sense. Oh, you add the number rolled to your AC. So you do more damage and you raise the AC. You can expend 1 use of your Bardic Inspiration to do extra damage to the target and any other creature. So, okay. So the one creature and then another one. Or Mobile Flourish. Deals extra damage. And then push the target 5 feet plus the number you rolled. And then a reaction to move up to your walking speed to an unoccupied space with it. Okay, I don't know about that. But those are flourishes. So that Morning's Breath has access to. I don't think we know a whole lot about Morning's Breath's background, and I think now that we know he's doing the College of Swords, we need to figure some of that stuff out. So he has some. There are some things we want to figure out with him. We're talking about NPC modifiers and NPC nouns, and then motivations. Well, actually, no, we already know. We don't need the modifier now because we know what he is. He's a bard. But we want to figure out what his motivations are. So we do this 3 times. We figure out his motivation, verb, and nouns. So the first is 39. Administer. $31 is going to be administer the law. Okay. Second motivation is going to be burden. 34 is friends, but the way it's set up, you've got the pentiles, and you can't. That's 34 is the same as in the same pentile as 31, so I can't use it. 10 is wealth. No, 10 is distress. So burden, distress. I don't know what that means. We're gonna have to figure that out. 55 is join. And then 99, all right. Expertise. Okay, so join expertise, I think, makes sense with his motivation to join forces with Tobias, because he sort of has an affinity for. I don't want to say that has an affinity for being a follower, but he is able to recognize when someone is knowledgeable about something and respect that they have that expertise, and then he has an inclination to join them in whatever tasks they're trying to complete. Burden, distress. What could that mean? Distress sort of means distress. The word talks about like being in a bad situation, right? You're distressed when you're in a bad situation, and when he has a burden. Yeah, he is burdened by his distress, by some sort of distress in his background, right? And that motivates him. So he feels like he has a burden from something that's happened in his background. I think this is going to be a thread for him. Let's write that down. I've got this going. Oh, do I not have the... Ooh. I do not have that window open. Oh, buddy. Okay, so real quick. Threads. We've got... And we don't know this as... We know this as DMs. We don't know this as the player, as Tobias. But we've got this thread now of Morning's Breath. Burden, distress. And that's something that in the future, if we roll that thread, we can eventually maybe find out more about it. That's how you use the story to get more information about people's characters' backstory, and then administer the law. I think that means that he's going to be a rare lawful tabaxi, and then the question is he lawful neutral or lawful good? Or is he lawful evil? So I think the question is, because he might be evil and he's just been playing along. We don't know that. This could all be a double cross or something. So I think the question is Morning's Breath a good aligned character? Let's get this out of the way. Oh, buddy. It's so easy to click on the box on OBS. So is Morning's Breath a good character? Does Morning's Breath have a good alignment? I think it's likely. I think that's likely. So the way I take this, I think it's likely. And we're Chaos 4, so 55% chance of being good aligned. However, there's a 10% chance of a hell no that'll make him evil. So is Morning's Breath good aligned? Yeah, that's a 10. Okay, so he's 10. Not only likely... No, I said 55. So that's 11. Not only is he good aligned, he's like, yes, he's very good alignment. So he's lawful good. You can't be like... Actually, no, that's something... Okay, so this is another fun thing about the solo D&D and the GM... The Mythic emulators. Like, we actually... That was just sort of a... Is he good aligned? I don't know. Type question. But because it rolled a hell yes, we now know that Morning's Breath is also, like, a goody two-shoes. He's not just a good aligned character. He's a goody two-shoes. So let me make a note of that somewhere. He actually, like, is kind of a dick, let's say, about, you know, doing the right thing and trying to make everything align with his morality, let's say. All right, that's cool. So there's level up for Morning's Breath and Tobias. Is there anything else that bards get at level 2 or level 3? So they get the Bard College and Expertise. Expertise gets proficiency and a half, right? Oh, he gets spells? Yeah, he gets second level spells. We'll figure that out. He gets to know one more spell and second level spells. Yeah, he doesn't learn any more cantrips. Third level, 2 proficiencies, and he doubles the proficiency. Okay, so that's wrong. So he has proficiency in acrobatics, stealth, arcana, history, nature, perception, and performance. I think... I kind of like the idea of him being... Especially being a College of Swords person. I like the idea of him sort of trying to be more of a rogue. Like... But... Realistically... Let's use... Nope, well, let's use the... We're going to use the fate chart. So, is he going to have... How can we do this? Should he have... Does Morning's Breath choose expertise in a dexterity skill? I think that's very likely. 75% chance. Yes, okay. Is it acrobatics or stealth? I think either one of those could be great. Let's just roll evens or stealth. So it's acrobatics. All right. So he now has a +9 for his acrobatics. Jesus, that's a big acrobatics. And is he going to have his other expertise as a dexterity skill? I think that's unlikely, but let's see. 20%. 53? No. So he does not have stealth as his other skill. And I think he's a bard, so the next... Actually, the only other... Let's say, yeah, is his other expertise skill going to be charisma, which is basically going to be performance? I think that's likely as well. Let's say it's very likely, again, so 75. 9. So yeah, that's a hell yes. So not only that, but yeah, he's... So that's what, 4 plus 3, 7. So that's, he's got a +7 in his performance now. And the last thing is to figure out what spell does Morning's Breath get for level 3. He's going to learn a new spell. I think he's going to ditch one of his level 1 spells. We can get a second level spell. We can just get one second level spell and not worry too much about it. Pyrotechnics, Skyrite, and Warding Wind. I don't know. None of those sound very, very exciting, honestly. And so we're just going to go into the base spell list. Bard spells level 2. So we know he's a sword guy. College of Swords. I like Locate Object. I think that'd be fun. I think Cloud of Daggers sort of works the best as far as like with the theme of him being a College of Swords guy. But I think it's either Cloud of Daggers or Cloud of Daggers, Crown of Madness, I think would be the hell yes. No, Crown of Madness is the hell no. Cloud of Daggers is the yes. Is he choosing Cloud of Daggers, or is it Locate Object? So we're going to go, I think it's 50-50, which with Chaos 4 is going to be 35. 65. So no, he gets Locate Object as his level 2 spell. All right. Cool. So I think that is it. As far as getting the guys leveled up. Got their hit points, got their spells, learned some new stuff about Morning's Breath, which is cool. So I think I consider this a session, and I'll keep the notes like that. So Chaos 4, Morning, level up session, new spells, and such. Morning's Breath has these notes, which are administer the law, is a goody two shoes, lawful good tabaxi, which is rare. Tabaxi are usually chaotic neutral, chaotic good, I think, by the official lore. And then burden distress, he is burdened by something in his history. That's a thread that we can, if he doesn't die, it can come up. And then join expertise. This basically is this informs why he joined Tobias. And I think that's basically it. Where the next session is going to be starting with the encounter, assuming there's no sort of interrupt event, starting the encounter with the dire wolf that is chasing the two. But yeah, cool. It's really one fun thing about the Mythic GM Emulator is that it's really possible to learn things about characters when you didn't expect to, right? When things just come up and you're like, oh, what? That's interesting. That's cool. And this picture with the cat is it's something special. But all right, I think that's gonna be it for now, and peace out.